you all know, Zeus is always about their business. They always about their money, but one thing else, they always about their drama too. In a recent contractual disagreement with Joseline Hernandez and Lemuel Plummer. So let's dive into the legality of breaking your contract with your former business partner or employer. So we all know Zeus Network has always been mired in controversy and people accusing them of stuff. And I do want to point out, like when Lemuel was arguing with Anna, he was like, "Y'all keep threatening to expose me and do stuff, but y'all never do." And similar to what he said, it does seem to be true. A lot of people like make a scene online and threaten to expose Zeus Network. And I'm at this point, I'm sort of almost agreeing with Lemuel here. Like, y'all keep saying y'all doing this and doing that. Just expose it if it is something going on. Oh, that's not the case. People are just going along with it just so they can get some money. And it appears this case with Joseline is no different than the others, honestly. I mean, similar to what he said, if you hear something to expose, air it out, do it. And nothing happens every time. Lemuel Plummer is a businessman. He owns Zeus Network. He has a lot of money, a lot of name recognition, and a long set of enemies behind him. Now I've given you a little bit of background on, some of the things that go on in Zeus Network. I want to dive into this specific subject of what's going on with Joseline Hernandez and Lemuel Plummer. Now, Joseline has made a couple posts accusing Lemuel of apparently sabotaging her new business venture. She's claimed that he's withholding payments and as well as threatening her safety and also accusing him of illegal business practices and some serious allegations of misconduct. And she's also threatening to come out with a Surviving Zeus documentary. Yes, a Surviving Zeus documentary, apparently. I'm like not even shocked at this point that someone's like threatening to do this. I've been saying if Lemmy don't protect himself, he might end up in a situation just like this. I mean, I don't know what's going on at Zeus, but it's like I don't understand these people. They sit here, they collect all this money from him and brag about how Zeus pays all this good and they get all, paid very handsomely at Zeus. I don't hear nobody really complain about not being paid good at Zeus. I really don't. So I don't know what's going on, but if y'all are like participating in illegal activities, you do understand, even if you were to say something about the network and stuff and you being there a long time, over 7 years, you would more than likely have stuff to implicate yourself. You do understand that, right? Let me just dive into the specifics of this story really quickly before I start showing videos. So Lemuel Plummer actually addressed this on Instagram with a series of statements. But before I get into that, let me just briefly go over what's in the article that you see presented. So Joseline called out Zeus Network CEO Lemuel Plummer in a series of posts on social media over the weekend accusing him of allegedly cutting her off her payments and even trafficking young ladies. That's a very serious accusation. She added that he allegedly tried to sabotage her streaming network, Why Are You Here TV. Yes, that's the name of Joseline's streaming network, Why Are You Here TV. She made this statement, stopping my payments because I have my own streaming app and I want more for my life than just what I had. It's illegal and just plain evil, Hernandez wrote. She said she was telling her husband, you won't fund our business illegally. Telling us to take our content down, it's illegal. While I'm pregnant is evil. She continued, I'm a 38-year-old woman that with child and you're doing evil to me because you are not able to have me back and do what you want with me. Immediately stop my payments and trying to make me stop my content on Why Are You Here TV. I will sell everything I own before I'm in the streets. This evil man is trying to destroy my family and trying to make something bad happen to me and my unborn kid. Now, Lemuel Plummer is addressing some of these statements directly. He's posted a series of posts on Instagram, and I do want to say what I do am leaning towards supporting him in this instance due to contract law. I will say I do think he should be using legal advice more, using a lawyer and a public relationship person to do this more so, but he is playing a smart game. Now, I do want to dive into the legality of it because many people are debating online whether Jocelyn is in the right or Lemmy is in the right. And honestly, to me, just my honest opinion, this is very unprofessional. mainly on Joseline end, but also Lemmy's here a little bit to blame just because he keep allowing these people around him that disrespect him, and it's like I don't understand where none of these people are coming from. Like I talked about earlier in this video, they keep saying they got all this dirt on Zeus and they finna expose them. Then everyone turns around and then goes back to working with them. Ray J, Jayla, Anna, all these people always end up going back. Even Krishan. I don't understand what's going on here. If y'all got all this evidence, release it. Like I was saying, release it. But the main important thing here is I want to dive into, did Joseline break her contract, or is Lemmy in the wrong? And it's the big question. Now, directly before I go into the contract, I'm going to try to present this case from both perspectives, from Lemmy perspective and from Joseline perspective. So I'm going to start with Joseline's first. Here's the post that she had made online, and then we're going to include a video at the end of them after you finish reading. Yeah, that was a read. If you had to pause and read it, I understand. Well, now that we're back, here goes the video.
How's everybody doing? I wanted to come in here. Excuse my appearance, but I'm truly scared for my life. Lemuel Plummer is a predator. Lemuel Plummer is a predator. He waited until I was pregnant to make threats. He waited until I was pregnant to text my phone about taking my streaming network down. Lemuel Plummer, I'm not saying nothing that is not truth. Everything that I'm saying is truth. You are a predator. You get men and women to beat up people and you pay them. You're a mobster. You're a mobster. You're a predator, and you go against women. You go against women that you think are by themselves and that are not going to protect themselves and that are not going to speak up for themselves. Right now, I'm pregnant. I'm 39 years old. I'm pregnant with the first kid of my husband. And you choose to wait till I'm pregnant to say anything to me about my streaming app. You're sending threats to my phone. You have people calling my phone, making threats to my phone, and I'm fear for my life. You're making threats to my phone, Lemuel Plummer. I fear for my life. Everybody in Zeus Network and all the cast members in Zeus Network knows that you pay people to beat up your cast members. They know that you pay people to make your cast members bloody and to harass them and to control their narrative. You're $1 billion man. You are so upset that I started my own little streaming app. That you saying I'm being defamatory towards you. It's not defamation when I'm speaking the truth. You're an evil man, and I'm fearing for my life. And I'm going live just in case I get my car shot up in Miami, where I'm at. Because I'm in Miami, and I know you be in Miami all the time. And every time you come to Miami, you fuck with me. And you didn't think I would let the world know how you being acting like a fucking predator while I'm pregnant. You want to go online and put this fake face on. You want to go online and act like you this good guy. You're not a good person, Lemmy. You're not a good person. You're not a good person, and it's going to come to light. It's going to come to light what you've been doing to people, what you've been doing to young ladies. You harass every female on your network. Not just me, you harassed Janisha, Scotty. How many times have you beat up Janisha? How many times have you beat up Scotty? How many times have you beat up those baddies? How many times have you paid these people off for them not to take you to court? You're not going to get away with it, Lemmy. You can't go around harassing people, sending death threat to people, and then going online and saying, oh, they just telling lies to me. How many women are going to say the same thing about you?
Now, if you want to go view the entire video, you can easily Google it, search it up, and it's posted on her social medias. Go check her Instagram and her X account. I believe that's where she posted it. You can easily search this up like I did if you want to view the entire long video, but I can't show the whole thing here, obviously, because it's a very long video. Now, the dispute mainly I'm looking at is not necessarily whether Joseline or Lemmy is wrong per se, but is more so looking at the legality of it. Is she in breach of her contract by going to create a new network and working with other companies, including making her own and profiting for it when she's under contract? That is the big question of this video that I'm focusing on. Now, in just a second, I'm gonna show you all the posts that Lemuel Plummer has posted regarding the situation. Here are all the posts of the public feud him and Joseline are having regarding her contract and her starting her own company, and also him addressing the allegations. Also, just to make sure I'm fair, some of the alleged victims that Joseline said who would agree with her did make their own statements. Again, I'm not on anyone's side. I'm just presenting to you the fact. And again, this is not legal advice, but this is, what they say. Now, I understand that was a lot to read, so, I understand if you needed to pause the video and read everything they've said, because, like I said, this is a very long, juicy dispute that they're having in the public. Now I'm just gonna dive into what, the consequences are for possibly breaking your contract. Now, if you made it with me to this point in the video, please like, subscribe, and share, and look out for part 2, where I'll dive in more into the legalities of the claims both are making. Please like, subscribe, and share. This will really help the video. Thank you.